perfect. So I was like, let me just take a quick swig of water before I, start streaming. And then it pours right here, so it just made it look like I had an accident. Oopsies. Good morning, everybody. My name is Jared O'Leary. I've been drumming since 1998, and I still have a lot to work on. Most of my drumming's been rudimental, and then concert percussion, and like less than 1% of my time has been spent on drum kit. Today, I'm going to be working on limb independence to try and make it so that I can play ostinato patterns with certain limbs and play melodies with other limbs. That is plural. So when I do these practice streams, I include timestamps after the fact. That shows like what I was working on or what I was practicing. Because I've been drumming since 1998, and because I have a bachelor's, master's, PhD in music education, people often ask me some questions about how to perform or how to teach, etc. And I will often edit my responses down and put it into this drumming tips playlist that has over 13 hours and almost 100 videos inside of here with tons of topics to keep you informed or entertained. Now, the first thing that I talk about in each one of the videos is the title, and then if it says and other drumming tips, that means there's more topics inside of there. So if you're not interested in the title, you can check out like the chapters or the timestamps in the description, and then that'll show you some other things that might be of interest to you. Now, all of the play-alongs that I will be using to work on limb independence can be found on my home tab of YouTube. There's over 2,000 play-alongs on here. So if you go to here, there's a bunch of chop exercises for like rudimental drummers. So like yesterday, I was working on some shopping spree variations and whatnot inside of there. We've also got over 1,000 grid variations. There's so many, you have to click the header to actually show you all of the different playlists for all the different rudiments for grid variations. The limb independence section, that's where I'll be practicing today. Basically all the stuff that I'll be working on. We've got a few hundred marching bass related exercises, some drumline cadences, hundreds of technique exercises. And this one you also have to click to show all of the playlists. And then here's where you can find the tips, the lessons, and the live streams. If any of the videos say members first, they're all scheduled to release for free. I don't sell a book. I don't sell an app. I don't sell private lessons anymore. I don't, what else do other people sell? I don't sell a course. I just try and give away content for free. But there's like 460-ish videos scheduled to release, so like over the next year and a half. So if you want early access, it's 99 cents. That's the lowest I can make it on YouTube. And if you're on my home tab, I think there's like a join button right around here. Oh, there's one right here too. But you, again, don't have to pay for any of my content. It's all coming out for free. I want it to all be AdSense supported, so you don't have to pay for it. Now, I need to get motivated because I am not yet good on limb independence. So Shia LaBeouf here is going to help me to get motivated to work on my independence of limbs. So I'm going to hide him because of copyright. Shia, help me out. Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Serious. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it. Make your dreams come true. Just do it. Some people dream success, while you're going to wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit, and you're not going to stop there. No, what are you waiting for? Do it. Just early. Do it. Yes, you can. Just do it. If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up. Oh, yeah, Shia LaBeouf, I am tired of starting over. But we're actually going to start over with some more limb independence practice. So the patterns that I'm working on are actually out of this book. Here, let me show you. Promote Dom stuff. This is not a paid promotion or anything. Dom is just a good dude. And his books on his website are fantastic. So this one that I'm working out of 50 Ways to Syncopation. I'm using Gary Chester's ideas of limb interdependence, where they kind of work together. To be able to play through Dom's books. Now, he has 50 ways to work on limb independence in that particular book. And all the ones that I've already gone through, column A is summarizing, like, on average how I'm playing with this. All the ones that are technically proficient or musical, I'm skipping. That means they're okay. Like, I can, like, play through them and feel comfortable-ish. But the ones that say meh or needs a lot of work are the ones that don't yet sound good. And so I'm focusing my practice time on the things that don't sound good, so that way, I can get better. What's the point of playing the same thing over and over if you know it's already going to sound good? Now, the one that I'm working on, the very first one that I'll use to warm up is this one, Poinciana Groove. I probably mispronounced that. Apologies to everybody. There we go. Okay, so this pattern, Normally when you play like a samba pattern with the feet, like boom, okay? So normally what happens is you will play the ostinato pattern for the cymbal on the ride with the right hand. So for example, or like the one that I did a couple days ago, read 1 and 3 and 1 and 3 and, etc. Woo! But this one actually puts the ostinato pattern on the left hand. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4. While you read through everything on the right hand with the snare drum. So the melody is on the right hand as opposed to the left hand. So that makes this a little bit weird because normally for these patterns, you're playing the melody on the left. Now, how are we going to do this? On my website, which is linked above me, jaredoleary.com/drum. This is where all the YouTube play-alongs are organized neater than I can do on YouTube. So here's all the chop stuff. Here's the thousands of grid variations. And then here's the limb independence section. There's more below, but we're going to ignore that for now. We've got some timing exercises to work on permutations. We've got straight charts. There's 55 of them. And then there's 55 swung charts. Every single one of these has this video in it. How to develop limb independence on the drum kit. It's the second video. So if you want to learn the steps to be able to develop limb independence, check that one out. But I am going to practice this at what speed? Last time I did it at 160 and it was technically proficient. Let's try at 160 again. So I'm going to go into the straight charts here from 160 to 240. Boop. And I'm going to pick just like a random set of charts. Actually, let's just go in order. Let's just do that. So we'll do starting with 1 through 5. That's not the resolution I would prefer you to be at, YouTube. Thanks. Appreciate you. For every single one of these 2,000 plus play-alongs, there are timestamps in the description that will take you to whatever BPM you want. So if you want to play this at 177 BPM, cool, click there. If you want to play it at 239, cool, click there. And it'll count off. You can hear it. You can practice along to it. Now, the very first one is 160, so I'm just going to go to the very beginning. So, boop. You can't hear the play along. I've got it muted. There's like a sync delay. So just FYI. 2, 1, 2, ready, and. But there is a play along. So you can actually practice this. What? Hold on. The bass drum is not right. Just realized it was like angled wrong. Ah. Okay. Let's not eat my microphone, please. I'm not hungry. My bass drum was like at a weird angle. I moved the throne. I almost said seat. And now it's wrong. I should have done this beforehand. I'm so sorry. I failed you. Cut. All right. Again. Do it. Yes, you can. Make your dreams come true. 1, 2, ready, and. This is the part that repeats forever throughout all these charts. The right hand's going to read the charts. 2, 1, 2, ready, and. Okay. I'll take it. Not too shabby. 1, 2, here we go. This is a fun pattern, a unique challenge. A 1, a 2, here we go. There's some other ones that we play where you press, hit, press, hit, press, hit. Some other like half note patterns, but this one's interesting because it puts it on the left and on 2 and 4. Thank you for the follow. Alright, last chart for now. Then we're going to stretch and massage, and then I'm going to play through a few more limb independence variations from Dom's book. 2, a 1, 2, here we go. Cool. Let's stretch and massage now. So, I highly recommend you do this every single time that you are practicing, even on days off. First stretch I'm going to do is stretch the sides of the forearm. So I'm going to hold it like this. I pull in, push through. Weird. Yeah, I know. There's a video on my home tab of YouTube at the very bottom under the tips and lessons section inside of the drumming lessons playlist. And it's called This Hand Routine Saved My Drumming. And it shows you better camera angles of all these different stretches and massages that I'm doing, as well as like some bonus ones like stretching for rotary grips or rotary motions like traditional or Stevens. But because I don't play those anymore, I'm not going to show you that one. You can just go there. Anyways, now I'm going to stretch to the underside of the forearm. Ooh-wee. Yesterday, I demonstrated how you can do it on the wall in the technique stream. So if you want to check that out, you can check that out there. But on all these, don't pull too hard. You're just trying to stretch the underside, trying to get nice and relaxed. So stretching this part. Okay. If you want to deepen the stretch, you can do 2 fingers and then 2 fingers. That apparently is really good if you have carpal tunnel. Thankfully, I do not. Now I'm going to stretch the top side of the forearm. You could do it like this. You could do 2 fingers, or you could do it 2 at a time. Ooh-wee. Bogo. And then the very last one will be the finger stretches. Can I play some Metallica? I don't really listen to Metallica, but this is not that kind of stream. This is a stream where I share how I'm practicing, what I'm doing to improve, as somebody who's been drumming since 1998 and has taught every grade, kindergarten through doctoral student. So other people do drum cover streams, but those are not legal. They violate copyright. So I don't do that. Technically, you're supposed to have like a cover basically get licenses for mechanical licensing, covering, etc. And that's not good. I appreciate you. Have a good one. ASMR? Ooh, that was a good one. Don't know if you heard it. It was below the mic. Nope. Denied. Do I play guitar? I do not, but I'm looking at one right now. My wife plays guitar and bass. I can see 3 3 guitars, a ukulele, right there. And then in the other room is her bass. But I've learned every band and orchestra instrument, though. In order to become a band director, I had to learn all of them. Now I'm going to massage. So I'm massaging here. Thank you for the like on the YouTube horizontal. But I do not play guitar. Having played like all those different instruments for my undergrad, like I was like, yeah, I definitely chose the right one. I love percussion. Specifically rudimental, so drumline is my bread and butter. This drum kit stuff I'm trying to figure out, but I like it. You're a guitarist, but your dream is to be a drummer? Well, on my home tab of YouTube, there's over 2,000 videos that can help you become a drummer. So there's a bunch of play-alongs, and then there's well over 13 hours of drumming tips. And like I said, I've been drumming for almost 30 years now. And have a bachelor's, master's, PhD in music education. So I know some things about drumming and teaching. Some, not all. Okay, now I'm going to massage the hand. And so I'm doing the fingers on the back side, and then the thumbs massaging the palm. But yeah, I can't really help with guitar. There's a, what is it, Guitario? It's like the Drumeo spin-off that can help with guitar, I think. I haven't really looked into their stuff. But Drumeo also has a ton of content. Both paid content and free content. Should you purchase a real drum kits or electronic kits? That depends on your context, your situation. So, for example, if you're in like an apartment, I would recommend an electronic one. So you don't annoy everyone around you in a 5-mile radius. But if you are not having to worry about like annoying people in the house or like annoying neighbors next door to you on their, like, let's say the other side of the wall or something, then electronic is the way to go. But there is an in-between, so it's not an either-or. You don't have to get a real drum kit or an electronic kit. You can get a real drum kit with mesh heads and low-volume cymbals, and then you can get a drum module with drum triggers, and that can allow you to play however you'd like to. So, for example, that's what I've got here. So these cymbals, you can see through them. You can see my hand through it. They're the low-volume cymbals, so they don't annoy neighbors. My wife can be on the other room having like a meeting or a phone call, and it doesn't annoy anyone on the call. They can't even tell. But I'm using a drum module that's got drum triggers on it that make it so that these are technically a hybrid. So you can hear, hopefully it should be pumping through there, but as I just turn the knob on this, it just changes the sound of the bass drum to be whatever you want. So, it's not an either or. Whatever you want. But I will say that these mesh heads and electronic heads feel a little different than a lot of like normal heads do. So they're a little bit bouncier. But sometimes the like electronic ones in particular are less bouncy, so there's less rebound on them. But yeah. Anyways, also the problem with these heads is, or these cymbals rather, is they will like actually eat up the drumstick. So like here's an old, where is it at? Old stick, and then here's the same stick as a new one. It slowly just turns it into a vampire dagger because, you know, it just eats up the stick. Okay, so we just got through this. It was mostly technically proficient playing through that particular pattern. I was making progress on it. Enjoy it. Sweet. So now I'm going to skip 37 because it sounds good. Again, focus on the ones that don't sound good yet. So this one is, on average, needs a lot of work, which means it's not good. Last time we did it at 85. Okay, so we'll try this again. So the pattern, let me switch it so you can see it in the thing above my head. Paste. Okay, so the pattern is that. So it looks relatively simple. You're like, wait, that's not difficult. So instead of ding, 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 and then reading the pattern on the snare, you're doing ding, 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 while reading the pattern on the snare drum, but your feet are going to play in the filling spaces. So it's going to play basically where you would have like ghost notes. So triplet, 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 triplet. So the hi-hat is filling in with the left foot. So if you're playing this on double bass, and you have triplet, 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 but we're doing it on the hi-hat. Wall, ding, 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 ding. Okay. Ooh wee! This one needs a lot of work because, you know, it needs a lot of work. Okay, so we're going to the home tab of my YouTube channel. And we're scrolling down to the limb independence section. And there's a bunch of playlists in here that can help you to work on your limb independence. Because I'm playing swung charts and I'm playing at 80 beats a minute, I'm going to go to this playlist. And there are 55 drum charts in here that you can use to practice your limb independence. I'm going to go to just the very next one, which is 6 through 10. And we're going to go into the timestamps in the description so I can select a BPM. And we're going to play this at 85. It'll count off, and then you can hear the play along, but you can't hear it on your end because of the sync delay. I turned it off on your end. 1, 2, ready, and so bing, 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 bing. Okay, now, the snare is going to read what you see on the page. Cool. The right foot and the left foot on the hi-hat are going to fill in anything that's not on the page as triplets. 1, 2, wish me luck. Okay, so you would not play like a full chart going through like this normally. What you would actually do instead is maybe play a fill or a couple of measures doing this pattern. So this is just a way to work on the coordination. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'll play it on the double bass so you can hear. Cool. So that's what basically the feet are doing. What's weird about it is it's strict alternating. So sometimes it's right, left, other times it's left, right, depending on what you're doing with all the different notes in the snare drum. But now I'll put it back on the left foot on the hi-hat so you can hear what it's intended to sound like. 1, 2, ooh, this is going to be really open. Ah! Sorry about that random bird call. I just had to do it. Sorry. Had to take a break and call out to my flock. You love my singing my reaction to it? So that's not the style of like drums that I play, but like it's like great feat. There's some exercises in the endurance and speed plays that can help you to work on that. So in the endurance and speed, there's like a bunch of chug variations where like, if you play that with your feet, that can help you prepare you to play stuff like bleed. So that's under the technique section on my home tab of YouTube. Endurance and speed, chug with hertas is the one that you're looking for that one. Sweet! That's a fun one. So here, I'll show you the stuff that I was just talking about, so you can work on that if anyone's interested. So if you go to my home tab of YouTube, there's thousands of like play-alongs in here, which is where I'm getting these charts from. So I'm in the limit and impedance section. But if you scroll down more and go to this technique section and then click the header to expand to actually see all of it, there's a playlist inside of here called Endurance and Speed, and there's 61 videos in here. So, you know, plenty of stuff to keep you busy for a while. But if you scroll down to chug with hertas, sure, we'll just go like randomly. You can go into the timestamps to go at whatever BPM you want. This starts at 20, but it goes all the way up to 160. So whatever speed you want to play this at. But the exercise is just this. But you can play faster, so. Etc. So I highly recommend working on something like this, and you can do it while whatever you want to do with your hands. However you want to play. That's up to you. Hit drum ugh. Anyways, that was mostly technically proficient. not bad, considering that we started working on this, like, what, 2 weeks ago? I had fun with it. It's a really weird pattern, but, again, you'd play it as, like, a fill for, like, a measure or so. Oh, all right, so this one, we're going to get into some weird stuff now. Let me change this so you can actually see it. So this is number 39. So previous patterns, I've talked about how you can do a ding, 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 get a 1, 2, 3, 4 way 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you're going in 3, 4 with the feet. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, while still going in 4, 4 with the hands. So this is polymetric, so 2 meters going on at the same time. But the pattern that I'm going to play, that you see right here if you're on the vertical, and right here if you're on the horizontal YouTube, is the same thing with the feet. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But you play in double time with the hands, so... So instead of playing swung on the left, on the snare drum, you're actually going to play straight patterns on the left. Okay, so let me pull this up. So last time we did it at 115, but I recommended that I do it at 120 this time. Okay. All right, let's try it. So we're going to go to the home tab. We're going to go to the limb independent section. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down to here. And by the way, if you're like, wow, which of these 2,000 plus exercises should I practice? I do have a thing for that. So if you go to the link that's at the top of each one of these play-alongs, jaredoleary.com/drum. This, start here if you don't know what to practice. It's got timestamps in the description to like, hey, what do I do to work on my accent taps? Cool, check out that section. If you want to work on your rolls, check out that section. If you want to work on your chops or double bass, etc. So this might help y'all to sort through it. But anyways, go back. There. Limb independence. Whoop. Okay, so we're playing this at 120. So I'm going to go into the straight charts, and since I'm just kind of like randomly decided to go in order today, I'm going to go with 11 through 15, and we're going to go to the timestamps so we can jump to 120 beats a minute, and we're going to try and do 4/4 charts with a 3/4 feet. What? You'll see. Wish me luck. So double time in the ride cymbal. A 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Boom, chick, chick, boom, chick, chick, boom, chick, chick. Well, we read through these patterns in 4/4. 1, 2, a 1, 2, ready, and. Two, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. My mouse clicked on something. 1, 2, a 1, 2, here we go. Now, if I did this right, I should land on the downbeat of the second line of this. So right when I start playing the snare, it should land with the 3/4 downbeat on the right foot. 2, 1, 2, ready, and yay! Whoops, I read that wrong. I'm so sorry. Cut. So it doesn't land on the downbeat again for the rest of the charts. At least for the start of the snare part. So it's only every 3 charts will it actually line up. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, ready, and... Alright, last chart. And then we're going to do another variation of this, 39.1, which is even wackier. It melts my brain. I can't even do it. Not even close. 2, ready, and... Sweet. Weird, right? I could show you an even weirder one. So, whoa, stop. There we go. It keeps pausing different videos, it's on the completely wrong screen. So, when I studied with Dom, who again is the guy who came up with these patterns, 50 Ways of Syncopation. I highly recommend his book. This is not paid sponsorship or anything. Dom's just a good dude. But when I studied with him, one of the things that he would have us do for funsies is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're playing quarter note triplets, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 with the feet. Chick, chick, boom, chick, chick, and then go out like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're doing 5-way independence with 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the vocal being the 5th one. So if you want a fun challenge, that's from Dom Moyle. It's a good one. Anyways, all right, so mostly technically proficient playing through it. I had some reading issues, but, hooked on phonics did not work for me. But I had fun with it. Next time, I think I could try it faster, so we're going to try it at 125 next time, but we did not graduate from this. So column A keeps track of the average of how I'm doing on this, so we're still meh, but we'll keep practicing it. Okay, so this next one... this next one is a variation of 39. So let me paste it in here so you can actually read the whole thing. It's not that different, but it's enough that it makes my head hurt. I'm going to try it at 100 again. So, 1, you're playing double time swung. So it's basically a straight right pattern. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Boom, chick, chick, boom, chick, chick. Well, you read through the patterns on the snare. Cool. Except now you're gonna change your drum every downbeat with the bass drum. So every 3 notes you're changing. So if you're playing quarters, etc. Why is that weird? Because you're reading 4/4 charts. What? Yeah. Okay, wish me luck. My brain is now going to melt. So we're going to go back to the home tab here. And we're going to scroll down to the limb independent section. And I'm playing this at 100 in the straight charts. So we're going here. That was chart 11 through 15. Cool. So 100 beats a minute. Not swung, sorry. Straight. Where is it? There. Straight. Whoop. And so we're going to do 16 through 20. Just kind of arbitrarily picking any one of the 55 charts in here. But I'm going to go to 110, or sorry, 100. Man, my brain is just like preparing for disaster. Let's get some coffee to wake ourselves up. Prepare for maximum effort. If you see blood coming out of my headphones, that is part of the process. It's just my brain melting. Don't worry. I'm safe. Trust me. I'm a doctor. Okay. So again, the 3/4 change on the drums is a result of the bass drum, not what you're actually reading. So 1, 3, 1, 2, 3. Hello. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you're keeping this pattern going, and you have to keep track of where that foot is, not what's going on the screen. So I'm not reading the 4/4 and changing on the downbeat of the 4/4. So it's downbeat of the foot. Okay, that one was actually like a little bit easier to like line up with it on the chart, but like some of these have so much space that it's like, wait, when am I supposed to switch to the drums? No, not right there, not right there. And then I just like completely screwed up. 2, 1, 2, ready, and read that wrong. Okay, so better than it was 2 days ago, but this is still requiring all my brain power to do this. I can't like talk while playing this one. But slowing it back down to like a more moderate tempo at 100 is more time for my brain to process. 2, ready, and Oh no. No. Alright, my brain is slowly unraveling. We got 2 more charts. We can do it. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Again, switching the drums on the downbeat of the foot in 3/4 while reading 4/4 charts. Oh, this chart's gonna be wacky. Nope. I'm totally reading this wrong. Alright, last chart. It's like my brain can't go through all 5 charts while doing this. We started up strong. Never back down, never wet. Last chart. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. Welcome back. You picked a good one to come back on. All right, so it was kind of like at times technically proficient, or it's like yeah, and then there are other times where I was like, so we're gonna say it was meh on average, but I am making progress on it. So noticeably getting better, but still rough. All right, so the next one that I'm not good at yet, number 40. Let me do this so you can actually see what it is. Boop. Okay, so number 40. So this particular pattern. Ding, 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 ding. Jeffrey, good morning. So we're playing this. Quarter note triplets. And you're reading short notes on the hi-hat with the foot. And long notes on the bass drum with the right foot, okay? So while reading through these different patterns in here, and so we played it last time at what? 2,000 beats a minute. Wow. 110, eh? Okay. Let me actually... So I'm going to practice this with Matt for a second. It's 110, right? Yes. Okay, so this, ding, 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 ding. That's gonna go in the left foot. Let's start with quarter notes. To the right foot. Okay. Cool. Was I rushing or dragging? Neither. I was using a play along. The play-along does neither. It stays perfectly in time. Speaking of play-alongs, you can find them here on my home tab. Not abroad in Japan, although I like that channel. If you scroll down, we're in the limb independent section. We're playing this at 110, and I'm going to the swung charts, and we just did 16 through 20, so I'll just go ahead and do the next set of charts after that. So swung version's right here. And we're going to do 21 through 25. Boop. Timestamps in the description so we can put it at exactly 110 beats a minute, and then it'll count off, and you can practice along to it. But because of the sync delay, you can't hear the play along on your end, but it's there, I promise. Okay, so this is the ostinato that keeps repeating. The melody is actually in the feet the entire time. You would not play a whole chart like this, but we're doing this for practicing so I can, you know, work on the limb independence and be able to get better at it. 1, 2, here we go. Sweet. More comfortable than I thought it would be. All right, chart number 22. Focus, Jared. You can do it. A 2, a 1, 2, ready, and. So the goal is to get like the hands to go into autopilot while you just kind of focus on the feet. And this might like actually be one that you'd play like slower. Like especially if you're playing brushes, this could be a fun one to play. There are some patterns like that in Dom's book. So he's my favorite drummer. I know this sounds weird, but I am. And the reason why is because I'm the only drummer that I can have any say in like what I can play. And I like to practice, but if I don't take that route, right now I'd probably say 2 from Sleep Token is really cool. Really love the like jazz-inspired like metal. Rudimental, maybe Murray Gussick. Opinion on Whiplash. Not quite my tempo. I actually have a drumming tips video that talks about it. Absolutely terrible teaching, I say as somebody with a doctorate in music education. But it is how some professors taught in the School of Music, which is not good. I don't advise teaching that way. That is abusive. Which I know sounds weird because I look exactly like the main guy, the evil guy. Oh no! I don't know what happened to my brain at the end there. The last couple of lines was rough. But yeah, horrible teaching. If anyone out there is an educator, do not teach that way. That is genuinely abusive. It was mostly technically proficient, some reading errors, and then I just my brain was like, we're done. But I am making progress on it. So yay, success. Cool. So we just went through several variations that I'm not good at yet, which is, why we're practicing. Now, at the very end, after an hour, I'm going to play something that we have graduated from, and that does sound much better than that. Let's see. Oh, how about I show you that variation that I was talking about? So this one, number 14. Last time we played through this at 165. So let's try it at 170. So this pattern, number 14... I'll put it up here so you can actually read it. Boop. Okay, so it's just like what we were doing before. So we're doing a 4/4 over 3/4. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 with the feet the entire time. But this time, instead of playing double time swung pattern, we're going to 1, ding-a-ding, ding-a-ding, ding-a-ding. So in many ways, this is actually harder because you're not just like on autopilot with the right hand. You actually have to think of ding, 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 which is a little more complicated than just basically doing a three-stroke for each one of these. Okay, so we are going to do it at 170, and we're going to use the swung charts that are on my home tab. So we're going here. Boop. That's me. We're scrolling down to the limb independent section. Boop. We're going over to here. You like my shirt? Me too. I made it. I don't promote this stuff because I'm not trying to sell things, but technically on the stores where you can find all the Ghost Note merch. So if you click on there, then it shows you the hoodies, the crop hoodies. This is the shirt. There's many different colors. There's patches, stickers, if you want it, but you don't have to buy my stuff. You don't have to pay for membership. I'm not trying to sell things. Whoa, I went too far. But if you really like the shirt, you can get one there. The play-along's playing along. Okay, limb independence, 170. There, yeah. And we just did 21 through 25, I think? Sure, 26 through 30. Sounds good. All right, timestamps. Going to 170. And we're going to play 4/4 in the right hand, 3/4 in the feet, while we read 4/4 patterns. 1, 2, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. A 2, a 1, 2, ready, and. And adding in some different textures and whatnot by playing some crushes, some buzzes, etc. But you can't really hear that on the drum trigger. Wah, wah. A 1, 2, right at the end. Chart number 28. This one, if I did it right, should land on the downbeat with the foot. 2, 1, 2, ready, and yay! My left shin is getting tired. Why? 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and it's weird, right? When there's like so much space and you got 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 going on in the foot or the feet, plural. 2, 1, 2, ready, and if you knew Susie like I knew Susie, then you would like her too, like her too, like her too. If you knew Susie like I knew Susie, then you would like her too, like her too, like her too. Weird, right? Hey, I appreciate it. So again, still just the same foot pattern as number 39. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But instead of playing 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. The entire time while doing that. It's good. Now, let's say it was musical. So I was adding in different timbres and textures, not just playing the ink on the page. And I had fun with it. Yay! All of these play-alongs, all thousands of them, can be found on my home tab of YouTube, organized as neatly as I can on YouTube. If you want to find it organized neater than I can on YouTube, the first link to jaredoleary.com/drum in every one of these thousands of play-alongs takes you to my website. On my website, it just shows you only the drumming stuff all on this page. So we got the 62 chop exercises, like a bunch of shopping sprees and things like that if you're like a rudimental drummer like I am. Then if you scroll down a little bit, there's over 1,000 grid variations. So there's 419 for triplet, 577 for 16th note, and then there's wacky ones, 36 of them for like Herta grid, tap only grid, accent only grid, etc. We've also got all these timing exercises to help you develop limb independence, all the straight charts from 40 all the way up to 240 beats a minute, and then the swung charts, the exact same charts, just a different play along, so you can hear either a straight 8th note or swung 8th note, are in this row. And then every one of these playlists, the second video links to here, how to develop limb independence on the drum kit. So it's got a step-by-step series of like things to work on using these resources to practice your limb independence. So if you want to learn how to do it, watch that video. There's 476 marching bass exercises. There's several different drumline cadences. And there's 386 technique exercises. So if you want to like work on endurance and speed for your hands or with your feet, cool, check that out. There's also a bunch of stick control variations. There's stuff to work on your 3s and 4 strokes or to work on your rolls, blah, 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 blah. Highly recommend spending a lot of time in the technique section. And then inside of here, the tips and lessons. There's over 13 hours of drumming tips in here. When people come into these live streams and ask me questions, because I've been drumming for almost 30 years and because I've like taught every grade, kindergarten through doctoral student, they'll ask me questions about how to drum and how to teach. I will usually edit those and put them into this playlist. And then here's some scripted lessons like how to hold a drumstick or like how to stretch and massage your hands so you don't have like problems or how to hold traditional, etc. If you enjoy this content, just share it with somebody else. I don't sell a book. I don't sell a course. I don't sell an app. I don't sell private lessons anymore. The only thing that technically I sell, like I mentioned, is this shirt, but I don't even really promote it, is the members first thing. So if you like go to my home tab You'll notice that like there's the join button. It's 99 cents if you want access to like, I think it's like 460 videos around there. 99 cents, the cheapest I can make it, or just wait, because I promise they're all coming out for free. So you might have to wait a year and a half for it, but it'll come out. So don't worry. Not behind a paywall. All of these free resources, free, and will remain that way. I'm trying to do this 100% AdSense supported. So if you watch an ad, it's like your way of supporting me. So high five. Woo! Anyways, I'm going to rearrange this whole thing and get ready for Alien Isolation, which is a rather spoopy game. And you can check out the prior streams in here if you're interested in it, as well as, you know, a bunch of other games. But I'm rambling. If you enjoy this content, share it with somebody. But otherwise, I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you, and goodbye.